Hi, I'm Brina.
And I'm DeeDee.
And we're Mighty Moms, to Owen and Tad, who are both on the autism spectrum.
We're going to share real, honest content and experiences
About what it's like to be a mom of a kiddo on the autism spectrum.
Between the two of us,
There
is
is
nothing
nothing
we haven't experienced.
We don't hold back, and neither should you.
Here we go.
Welcome to Mighty Moms Podcast, episode 32.
Yeah, 32.
Here we are.
Got 7 viewers on Facebook. Thank you, Facebook.
We do?
It's
What?
amazing.
That's awesome.
Michaela. Hello, Michaela.
Hello, everybody.
TikTok's still trying, we're connecting. People are joining.
We're talking about the conference today?
Sure.
Yeah, we should. It's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up quickly. So
What? 4 weeks? 5 weeks.
April 26th.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
And I'm so excited about our
I
speakers.
am too.
We had a lot of great speakers step up to the plate this year. And I feel like it's
Yes.
just going to get bigger every year. Like,
Yes.
I hate to turn
For
down.
sure.
Well, we already had to really kind of turn down one, but we did welcome them to talk during the lunch portion. So
Yeah. And she's working on
if
it.
she's available, oh, is she going to do it? Oh,
Yeah,
awesome!
she's excited.
I'll update I'm excited about her too.
And I have a good picture of her too, because when
Send
she
me
joined
that.
the board, I will.
I need to. I think we have one more speaker on our Facebook page that'll post with her bio.
Yes.
And then after that, we'll do Jana.
It's that one.
Oh,
Isn't
that's
that
a
the best
great
picture?
picture.
Yeah. We did that whenever we did board member pictures for the Owen Foundation.
I love that.
I thought it was in. I'll find it and send it to you.
I love that picture.
I think it just doesn't.
But Jana's a
Save
mighty
it.
mom, and she's got years of experience. And Lyndon, I don't know, y'all have probably seen us post about prayer requests for him and that, because he just had a major brain surgery.
Yeah, he has seizures also.
Yeah. But
So-
he's hilarious. I love it when they come to our meetings and I get to watch him.
He was so funny at that. Like 2 years ago, I think we had
When we did the
Jake Estes came and talked about the future planning, estate planning, and trusts and wills for your special needs
at First
kids.
United in Sherman,
And when it was over, I guess we were there for a couple hours.
we were just visiting.
Yeah, it was over, and we were all just sitting around talking. DeeDee, and Jana were in a conversation, and he was like, "Mom," and it's like 10:30 or 11.
He was like, "It's time." That's
He's
enough.
like, "Mom, it's time," and you said we needed to stop to get gas, so we need to go before the gas station closes. It's like the middle of the day on a Saturday.
Like,
It was so
"Mom,
cute."
You need to go. And then he kept waiting at the door, and he's waiting so patiently.
He
but
was being very patient. Like,
was.
that actually gave me so much hope
I
for
know.
Owen's future, for him to like be patient and
And then we like continued we'd walk out a little further and continue talking, and he'd be like, "Mom," I'm sure he does that with her at
You know,
church
just-
too. Like, come on.
it was pretty
So
cute.
But is he 20?
He, I think, is 27 or 28.
That's what I thought.
Because he might be 28, because when I met Jana, I feel like he was 25 or 26.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He's sweet.
He's sweet. He's a
Sweetheart.
sweetheart. Gone through so much. But she's a prime example of a mighty mom and
Yeah,
all that
and
she has
she's-
done for her child. And
Jana's passion right now, since I've met her, has been for like long-term
care.
care and really thinking about like what happens to him when I die, which is what
'cause
we all
she's-
face, but she's closer to, she's not old, but I'm just saying
But yeah, as we grow
is she
older,
50? Is she 50-ish? I think.
maybe.
So,
But as we grow older,
yeah.
that becomes more and more
Yes.
of a thought. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I think about it now. Tad's going to be 18. I've thought about
that's
it
crazy.
more often
Yeah.
than I did when he was.
sure,
Owen's
Owen's age. Yeah.
But yeah, there are so many, we need long-term care facilities that
are not substandard living.
yes, and not yeah. And wouldn't it be awesome if we could have that
I
right
would love
here
that,
in
and that's
Texoma?
definitely like on mine and Ronnie's list of things that we would like to see happen. Like, there's a lot that has to happen. Like, it would be amazing if you could get like consistent grants to help with that.
Absolutely.
But we need land to build it, and I would love to see like a tiny home.
Like
Community.
tiny, like
Yeah.
little condos or
Yeah, wouldn't that be so cute?
I love that.
With obviously like a community that had like caregivers that lived on
On staff,
campus,
and then
yeah.
kind of like assisted living, and then also
Yeah.
have a facility for those who can't live on their own
Yes.
and need more help.
Yeah. With
with
daily.
daily tasks
everything.
and life skills.
And then another thing that Jana talks about a lot is that in McKinney, Texas, they have a place called Hugs Cafe.
Yes.
And she's always like, somebody needs to do this here, you know? I would do it, but like, I don't think I can.
Well, but they
fit that
kind
in
of
my-
did that with Integration Station.
They did.
They pretty much.
And when I say here, sorry, because she's like, somebody needs to do this in Sherman or Denison.
'Cause
But in
she's from
Durant, we have
Sherman,
it.
right?
Yeah. I think Sherman, and I'm not sure if they live in Sherman or Denison. I know since I've known her, she's taught at both Sherman and Denison. But yeah, from that that side of the Texas side of Texoma, you know, see, there goes our screen.
I
why
don't
it
know.
does that.
Oh gosh.
But anyway, so Hugs Cafe is like Integration Station is here in Durant, and it's you know, it's led and managed by people who work for People First Industries, or in Durant it is. And then the staff members are adults with disabilities. So it's really cool.
That is cool. There does need to be something like that in every city. I feel like that
Love it.
can help
I love it. I love it.
help our older adults.
So Jana will be speaking at the conference during our lunch, and we are packed.
We
full of
are.
speakers
From
So,
10 o'clock till, I mean, Brina and I are definitely going to give the opening like 9:55 so
Yeah.
we can get
Right.
everybody in. And like we didn't even put room for bathroom breaks because it's going to be real informal. You can get up and go use the
Yes,
restroom.
yes.
And like last time we really had to put breaks because the bathrooms were up towards the speakers.
Yeah.
This time they're at the back.
Yes.
And so you can get up and move
That'll be nice.
however you wish. I think we have one more vendor table available. I'll have to double check, but
If you have a business
I
that
didn't know if Haley had signed up yet.
Haley,
The massage.
I don't know. I need to talk to her about that.
But she won't necessarily have a table.
Yeah, we'll just need a space for her massage thing, but I still need to ask her about it.
And then so we have quite a few vendors. We're going to have a foster care vendor.
Oh, good.
We're going to have Jennifer Steen's going to do her massage table.
Okay, good.
And then
a table?
she's going to have a table.
Oh, okay.
And then if that's what I was thinking, if she had a chair, that
I
would
know
be
she has one.
perfect for people that aren't comfortable laying on the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
And then
I'll be back there like,
put me on the table.
I'll walk up to announce the next speaker and I'll be like half asleep. No, I won't do that. But it's very tempting.
I might do that.
It's very tempting.
The Spot is going to
Okay.
be a vendor.
Good.
And then Colleen Southern with the Caris. I think it's Charit. I can't remember the name.
yeah.
But the special needs camp down in Dallas.
I love that.
It's a day camp.
She's going to
and
have a table?
she's going to have a table with all her
very
information.
cool. Love
She's
that.
a speaker as well, Colleen Southern. And she's going to join us on a podcast in April 14th, maybe.
Okay.
So be looking out for that. We're going to try to do, because I really wanted to learn more about that.
yeah.
The camp, it's a Christian camp.
I love that.
So
We have a great lineup and a great set of vendors. Like, we've got guest speakers lined up, vendors lined up, but we need people to buy their tickets to come
yes,
to attend.
You need your
So
tickets
it's-
because honestly, I had originally put 100 tickets to sell, but we can't put that many because we don't have that much room.
probably about
with
75.
our speakers and our vendors, and so I moved it down to 75.
Perfect,
So
yeah.
it is limited, and please get don't wait till the last minute, because we have to figure out how much food's needed.
Food, and then also now we're going to do little swag
And we're
bags.
doing swag bags and, door prizes, and we're shooting to get everyone's going to get something before they leave. So that also helps us like plan for that.
Yeah.
So please don't wait till the last minute
Yeah.
to book your tickets. I know it's hard to commit that far out, but
just put it in your calendar, because if you are a caregiver or a special needs parent or a teacher of special needs students, anything, you will
Even
want to come to this. It's going to be a wealth of information.
Like our Light of Mind ministry at church, the volunteers, it'd be beneficial for them to also, like attend, because they work with kids and they're learning as they go, and they want to know more.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a great event for them to attend. I know, let's see, who are the other vendors that I was kind of surprised with some of the vendors that signed up.
Is Not Chiropractic doing a table?
They have not done a table yet.
Okay, but they're speaking.
I did send them I didn't know if they wanted to set up like they did last year. They may not want to,
Yeah,
but I
since
did
he'll be
send
speaking.
so Brian, I did send you I kind of highlighted you in that text, but or the message on Facebook. But I mean, we have a great lineup of speakers, and I'm excited. The other things coming up are Owen Foundation Blazing 5K runs coming up real soon.
Yeah, so not this Saturday,
So
but
we're
next Saturday.
planning for that.
April the 5th. And then you can still sign up. I know the t-shirt cutoff was the 15th, but you can still sign up for the 5K and support and be there. You just won't get a t-shirt after today.
I think this morning we had 186 sign up.
Yeah.
Was that about right?
I think so. 186,
That's
which last year
amazing.
I think last year we had 56.
Yes, we did.
Was
56, but we had over 300.
So 130 more, which now I'm like, so are we going to have like 500 people there that morning? I don't know.
Well, hey, I would love that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's exciting. So still sign up for that, because the registration is still open. You just won't get a t-shirt.
Yeah. I know we did order like two size runs from size small to 2XL just to have extra on hand. So if you get there that morning and sign up, you could definitely ask if there are any t-shirts available.
Yeah. And Mighty Moms, we're gonna try to have a little coffee break if we can sometime in there, or come join us. And
I think
a lot of our moms are already going to be
come to the
running
5K.
it.
I think that we had sent in the committee group text that the committee was going to go to IHOP afterward.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Y'all can join us there.
Yeah, come to IHOP. I mean, we'll have to clean up first, but
Yeah.
So it'll probably be around like 10 or 10:30.
Oh, Chip and Cindy Paul are the other vendor that is going to be there with their BioScan at the Mighty Moms conference. They'll have their equipment there to do all their.
And we've talked
scans
about
and-
Chip and Cindy Paul, and they own True Medics.
A Neighborly Wellness Clinic.
Yeah. Neighborly Wellness Clinic and True Medics. So that's their bioresonance scan where they like scan your entire body, which we've talked about before on podcasts previously. And then they also do all the products. So they're setting up a table, right? Because they will sell their products there, which is incredible.
Yes.
I hope he really talks about parasite cleanses, and
I'm sure he will.
because they can be life-changing, especially for your kids on the spectrum. So
Yeah. That still amazes me every time I see a parasite. I
now
sent you one
it's
of
crazy.
the pork one.
I can't
It was
even.
gross, wasn't it?
Everything is parasitic now. Like I'm like, oh, I have this pimple on my face. I wonder if that's a cluster of parasites. Like I think
Get them out of
I
me.
need to do a cleanse again. Like
Yes.
I don't know. I'm a little bit obsessed
Michaela
with it.
is so excited for the conference. We are too, girl.
Yay.
We are too.
I'm excited. Like I'm excited about. I get to speak this year. And are you speaking?
No.
Okay. Well, I've been working on my speech,
Yes.
which is I'm probably going to be reading a lot, but I feel like it's going to be really good and very personal for me. So I'm really excited about it.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really excited about it because it's definitely a process. Your journey is so, I don't know. It's just,
I think, like when I was writing on I keep a journal of like, I call it my mommy notes.
oh,
And
I like that.
I try to go back and read them, but I get so emotional because when you're in the thick of it and you're writing, you're so open and vulnerable and writing those emotions.
Yeah.
And to go back and be like, oh my gosh, I did that.
And do you sometimes read
did
stuff
that.
and think, I don't remember even writing
Absolutely. Or I don't remember even going through that.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Isn't that
Majority
crazy?
of Tad's childhood is a blur because I was surviving.
And I think that too. And we can look at it a couple different ways. We're either surviving or that's literally God was carrying us
Absolutely.
so strongly that's why we don't remember
Maybe
those.
so. And I'm just glad that I did. I just started documenting just because I'm like, something's wrong, and I'm going to document this because I'm tired of having to explain myself over and over again to each doctor, each therapist. I just hand them the notes. They can
Is that
read.
when he was a toddler?
I started from birth.
Yeah.
I have him from birth till now.
Wow.
It's over 150 pages.
Oh, wow.
So it has like detailed things of what we did.
Yeah.
Different trial things that we did.
Yeah.
Different treatments and medical treatments and cleanses. And just because I thought, just for me to keep up with it on the medical side, but then it turned into, oh my gosh, this is his life. Like, even milestones and things that he did. And so I'm glad
That's a great idea to journal.
Yeah, I encourage every mom to do that, especially if they're like our kids are constantly trying new things, going through new things, new therapies, and it'll be I even put in there, I say it didn't work, but then this worked, it did. It had to help in some part of his journey.
Sometimes I think when we're trying all those new things that it's so gradual that we don't see the change. And then all of a sudden one day we're like, oh,
yeah.
And then, and I feel like that sometimes too with us getting the stem cell treatments for Owen when he was, I think 5 and 6 or 6 and 7. I can't remember. No, it wasn't 7. It was like 5. He was age 5 the first time we went and then 6 the second time we went. But I think that like, you can see benefits from that years later.
Years and years, yeah.
So who knows if some of the progress that he's made this year isn't from stem cells
Absolutely.
4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I think everything that we've done has helped Tad in some way.
Sure.
And helped us
Well,
in
because
some way.
I feel like Tad is pretty calm, for the most part.
He is. He's calm. The only time he gets like ever overstimulated is if he's in pain somewhere.
Yeah,
And that's how I know.
Yeah, something's
And
up.
then I do trial and error. Let's go get you adjusted. Here's a Motrin.
I know.
That's
here's what people don't understand because our kids
stomach.
can't talk to us. And even when they have devices, it's not the same.
No.
Like when they can't talk to us, we have to do trial and error when, I don't know why our screen keeps doing that. So if you're watching live on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram, we have 3 different iPads, one for each platform. And then we have our laptop sitting over
I'm gonna take
here.
a picture so y'all can see our setup from the back.
And then, so what happens is the one on the laptop will just get out of focus, and we don't know why it gets out of focus.
I never took it. I thought it was because it was focusing on something else.
But so the only
there's
thing,
nothing.
there isn't just our microphones, but there's.
I think it's trying to focus on our sign.
Probably.
Honestly.
We're here. We're
And
right here.
maybe we need to scoot up a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe. Pretty comfortable though.
Autofocus. Remind me to take autofocus off of there.
Oh, yeah, there you
because I
go.
think that'll fix it.
But anyway, so we have a lot of great speakers at the conference. Really, guys, buy your tickets and share it with your friends. Don't wait until the last minute. And we honestly should set a cutoff for like swag bags. Like if you buy your ticket by, I don't know, April 15th or whatever, then you get a swag bag.
Yeah, that would be helpful because that gives us
to have time to make them, put them together. So
let's do that. April 15th is our
and we're
cutoff.
also going to have conference
you can still buy
t-shirt
tickets,
there.
but it doesn't guarantee you.
Yes, just like the 5K.
we are printing conference T-shirts, but if you pre-book your conference T-shirt,
you get a discount if you order it in advance.
we've only got 3. I think Cassie's the only person that's
ordered a T-shirt.
paid. Jenna has ordered but hasn't paid. So Cassie, we will give you. We're going to lower our conference T-shirts because we didn't expect them to be we didn't expect them to be cheaper than what they were to make because People First Industry gave us a really good deal on those.
Oh, good.
So if you pre-order your shirt, they'll be $15.
Okay. If you buy it there,
it'll be 20.
Okay. And they're really pretty. They're like a lilac color.
Yeah,
so our color.
Look on our Facebook page.
You know, our colors are like hot pink and purple and all that. But for the conference this year, we're doing like this lavender lilac T-shirt with artwork on it.
Yeah, the artwork is Brina did for an autism auction that the Owen Foundation hosted and
last year.
Yeah, and it was
fun.
Fun. And I think we'll have a print of that at the conference too, because if you really need to look at it. And
I wondered if we should even get some prints and put them in matte, like little, and then put them in the packages and sell them at the conference. Yeah. You know, like.
Did you hear?
I do hear
thunder?
It. Yeah, but it's not thunder because I just came from outside and the skies are blue. Not a chemtrail inside. We were walking at the park. We went to Waterloo on Saturday, and I said that my son or my husband said, "Oh my gosh, the sky's so pretty. There's not a cloud. There's literally not a cloud." I was like, "No, or chemtrails."
That's right.
My husband was like, "Oh my gosh."
I know. I hate seeing those. I see them all the time. It's like they want to dump right around the lake or something.
Chemtrails.
Bam.
If you don't believe in chemtrails, this probably isn't the podcast for you.
Look it up. It's true.
It is true.
They got to get rid of it somewhere.
Anyway.
Anywho.
And there's a difference in contrails and chemtrails. Mm-hmm. If you want to message me, I'll send you pictures to compare. It's fun. Okay.
So, yeah. We're excited about that conference. Mighty Mom from Tulsa will be there talking about
Super
her journey.
excited about seeing them because we haven't seen them since last year.
I know. And
so
then
nice.
Paige Smith, she has the Growing Together page on Facebook. Y'all need to join that too because she's trying to build that up. And her little boy is 3 or 4. Is he 4, 5?
I don't know. He's toddler, but
she's
not
got
baby.
She's got a toddler and then him. And I don't think he's school age yet.
Yeah, I think he's 3 or 4.
But I'm excited to hear from her.
Me too. And then the owner and editor of Autism, not Autism Parent Magazine.
The parent.
Is it an Autism Parent Magazine or is it just a parents magazine?
It's the Autism Parents Magazine.
Is it?
I thought that's what she told me.
Well,
maybe.
Brenda Terrell is her name. And she's going to be speaking too.
Her bio just posted on
Mighty Mom's
Facebook page.
If you go to our Facebook page, and scroll down on our content, you will see all of the speakers that we have.
Texoma Parent Magazine.
Texoma Parent Magazine.
Sorry, you're right.
Well, I have been talking to the lady that owns the Autism Magazine too, so that's why I was confused because I wasn't sure. But Texoma Parent Magazine.
And I messed that up. I'm gonna have to read. I'll have to edit that.
I might have sent you that. I might have said Autism Magazine. I don't think you did. I think it actually says.
No, I think I said founder of Autism Parent Magazine, but I need to change it to Texoma Parent.
Texoma Parent Magazine. And
sorry about that, Brenda.
She in April she is running they interviewed me for a piece about Owen and the Owen Foundation. So look for that too. That's exciting.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That's exciting. But anyway, so Brenda Terrell, and she's going to read her little thing real quick when you get it pulled up, because she's going to talk about.
She's an emotional support coach, parenting support specialist, and founder of Beyond Trauma Mama. and editor-in-chief of Texoma Parent Magazine. And she's a passionate advocate for parents navigating the emotional challenges of labor, delivery, parenthood, and personal growth.
And I love that.
Through Beyond Trauma Mama, she empowers families to heal from past trauma, build stronger connections, and create healthier, more fulfilling lives. Her session will focus on trauma and autism parenting, offering powerful insights into how emotional wounds, both in parents and children, can affect daily life, and how healing is possible through awareness, support, and intentional growth.
I love that so much because, well, we've talked about PTSD for parents, not just parents who have kids on the autism spectrum, but parents who are raising a kid with any kind of special needs
or chronic illness. I mean,
yes,
you do.
And it's the very first time I heard that, I think you were the one who told me, and then I've read it several times, that a parent of a child with autism can have PTSD similar to a
person who has been in the war zone.
Yeah. So literal, like,
served
soldiers
in the military.
And that was so hard for me to wrap my mind around. I have so much respect for people who fight for our freedom and the freedom of other countries and just our servicemen and women. And so, like, it was so hard for me to say.
Is that comparable?
That's not the same.
It is hard to say, is that comparable?
But, I think about when...
But you are fighting for your life and your child's life.
And I even think about when, right before Owen was diagnosed, in his first few years were some of the most horrible years of my life personally. And that sounds awful, but like, he was constantly attacking me. Not the same, I wasn't, not the same way that you get attacked in a battlefield, right, where you could die, but like, it is a constant attack by this person that you created and love.
And I think the way that they compare that is because you're on defense all the time.
You're constantly
on edge. You're constantly in fight or flight. And that's when you're in war. They're constantly in defense mode, fight or flight mode. Yeah. And when you're in that for a long period of time, and then you go to a normal state of time, that's where you have the...
Well, and I'm thinking about events that we've been invited to. There was a time not too long ago that we were invited to a family function, and we walked in, and, the home was decorated beautifully because it was for a special event. I can't remember if it was a birthday or graduation or something. We walked in with Owen, and immediately... I don't know what he responded to or like what he was feeling, but we knew it wasn't happening. And we literally walked in, asked someone to bring our oldest son home when the party was over, and my husband and I left with Owen because there was just and it's so hard to explain that to people. Like, one, he's not being bratty. There's just like,
it could have been a smell.
It will be better for everyone if we leave.
Yeah. And for him.
And for him. And I have to think about that. Yeah. And people just don't get it. They don't understand why you can't just, muster through and he'll be fine. Just let him play. No, you have a pool right there. Yeah. He'll be in it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and it's winter.
Yeah, exactly. That is so true.
I wanted to, since we're doing this and talking about the guest speakers, I was going to read the next one too, because we have Jake Thornton, who is an autism advocate and inspirational speaker, because he is on the autism spectrum. And he is, I believe, 28. But he is going to talk about overcoming challenges and embracing success on the spectrum. He'll share his personal experience growing up with autism and the struggles that he faced, and how support, understanding, and the right resources have helped him find his voice. And he spoke last year at the conference, and everybody was crying. There wasn't a dry eye.
Like, literally, I was going...
I know.
Like, it wasn't like just tears.
It was like...
I started in, and I looked at Brina like, what is wrong with us?
I know, like we cannot... But I think it was just like...
It was the fact that it just gave us that little bit of
hope.
You know?
He was nonverbal at one point.
He was till what, 5?
Something
didn't
longer. So I actually think he was verbal and then became nonverbal and then started talking again,
like regression.
And then he's going to talk about the ongoing challenges of self-acceptance, independence, and navigating adulthood, which is super interesting
It
to
is.
me.
And
And for you too, because
last time he had his girlfriend there.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend, and hopefully she'll be there again, encouraging him. She's also on the spectrum.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they're both on the spectrum.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that so cool?
So his goal is to bring encouragement for parents and caregivers, and offer insight into what helped him succeed, which is amazing because we can, hear it literally from his perspective on what we can do to help our kids.
Last year he talked a lot about his mom, and I thought that maybe that's why we got so teared up.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Part of his speech mentioned his mom and how when you thought I didn't notice
all the things you did for me,
and he talked about how I did notice, and it was like,
and I couldn't be where I am without you. Like, it was like,
that's what made me cry. Yeah,
and I think that's what made all our moms cry too.
Oh, and we also have.
But he did say, he's like, I'm changing up my speech this year.
Oh, he did.
Didn't he tell Gina that?
Yeah. So he can do something different,
Yeah.
and we're probably going to have him every year because it's just so
I think he's got
powerful.
He's got so much to talk about.
Yeah,
and
he does.
And I can't wait to hear it.
And then we also have Haley Rung, and she is from People First Industries, and she's going to come talk about what People First, like the process of getting your child involved in People First, right?
Mm-hmm. She's a case manager, I believe.
The role of People First Industries.
Isn't she so pretty?
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
I loved her picture.
I like her hair. She's got little pieces of something. I have bought some blue little extension pieces.
Yeah?
I was like, we should put those in our hair for April.
That's a good idea.
It really is. But Haley Rung will be here from People First Industries. And then we, of course, have Stacy Anderson with Center for Psychological Development. And he is the CEO of that company and co-owner, I believe. And he is a license. Is that in here? His title besides CEO, like his licensed.
I think he's a licensed psychologist.
Yeah. So his session is titled "Everything on the Autism Diagnosis: Navigating the Path to Clarity." I love that. So he's going to talk about the autism diagnosis process because
and
he
actually
does that.
What he does in the evaluation.
Yes.
Which I think is awesome because people that haven't gone through that evaluation, it's great to know you don't prepare for it, but it's great to know what to expect. I always want to know, like, what are they going to say to my child? How are they going to figure him out? You know, do I need to be in? No, they have their way.
And it's also nice to know that there's somebody local that you can go to because we didn't get that option when Owen was diagnosed.
They're also in Denison.
Yes.
Yeah, that is not. That's amazing that they have that here in Durant, Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. And it seems like it's not as long as a waiting list because it's our area, not like at the children's hospitals where it's like a accumulation of different areas.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's not a long waiting list.
And like DeeDee had mentioned earlier, we have Colleen Southard, founder of, we're going to say Charis Hills, but it's CHARIS, but it's a camp. And it's a Christian summer camp designed for children with autism, Asperger's, ADD, ADHD, and other learning and social challenges. And they provide a safe and uplifting environment where kids can grow, build friendships, and experience the love of Christ. I love that.
I know. I'm excited.
How old are we going to send our kids? And like, how does that work? Do you just send them off? Okay, have fun.
They have a buddy.
That's crazy.
And we'll learn more from her on April 14th, I believe. If that's a Monday.
Dude, I might have to sign Owen up for that to get a little vacation. It does make me so nervous about sending him though, but I know that I
don't think it's overnight. I think it's just a day camp.
Okay, I was going to say
kinda
that
like
would be
we do with the basketball camp, but this is, I believe it's on a farm, and I believe they get to experience horseback riding and
I love that.
Different things like that. But we'll learn more about. I'm not digging into her because I want to learn more
about it at the
conference and on our podcast.
And then, like DeeDee said, we also have Paige Smith. I'm just going through our posts right now. Empowering through advocacy, a mother's journey on the autism spectrum. So she's going to share her heartfelt experiences raising Garen is her little boy's name. the obstacles that she's overcome and the lessons learned along the way, how her advocacy work is creating meaningful change for families within the community. I love this so much. And I love it because I feel like just also having our podcast and not, we are the last ones to pat ourselves on the back, but I know that the reason why you and I started this podcast was to give other moms a voice.
Absolutely.
And to give them the courage to step out and advocate for their child, but also like advocate for other kids in the community.
I want you to advocate for my child and Owen
and there will be times,
we do.
And there will be times like when, I'm not my bit, like I'm feeling down. I know that you guys see us on here and think, oh, they've got it together. I mean, we don't. If you really listen, we don't.
We'll tell you. We're the first ones to tell you we don't have it all together. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. It's hard.
It is. And you just have to know that you have that community, and be vulnerable enough to share with your community of autism moms that I'm struggling today. I had a day over the weekend that I struggled. Yesterday I struggled. It was a hard day for me. I had zero motivation. And, Saturday we went to Waterloo and spent time outside, and that was great. But I had to make myself do that, because it gets daunting and overwhelming.
Well, it's because you're thinking, oh my gosh, what if we get there and we get all the way to, I mean, I know exactly what you
a hike.
That's what I mean.
And I was worried when we were on the backside. We didn't realize how far we went.
Like walking back, is he going to make it back? I'm going to have to carry him. And
yes. I did think that. And luckily he didn't. But there was a time toward the end, you could tell he was like, what the heck are we doing? And why are we still out here?
Why am I sweating?
And we didn't know. So we didn't know we were going to walk so far and then we were across the creek. We had not hiked it before. And the way that we went was way longer than what we anticipated. And we got so far from the car, and we had our dogs with us.
Oh gosh.
And we didn't bring any water.
Oh gosh.
And so that was dumb. But anyway, we made it, and he was fine.
Right.
And he slept great that night.
But
because
you don't know until you try things like that.
You don't.
And I have to tell myself, we just have to try it.
Well, and
because what if he likes it?
Well, yeah, and he did
just
like it.
Disney World. We just need to try it. What if he loves roller coasters, which he doesn't?
Yeah,
and he didn't. I mean, he tolerated it.
Yeah.
But what if he likes it? It's his thing. Then that's what we do. Or
Well, and like with that, so Owen will get kind of. It seems like he's upset, but his anxiety goes through the roof if we go somewhere we've never been before.
Yeah, because he's anticipating, like, what are we doing?
Sometimes I notice that it was one day last week, I think, the weather had been yucky, and then all of a sudden the weather was beautiful, and his therapy ends at 3:00. And it was one day, and it was 3:00, and I always get in my car and go through the pickup line at the Owen Academy and pick him up just like the other kids. And instead of turning out on Main Street and then going down to 9th and getting on 9th to go home, I turned back because I was like, let's go to Opera House and get a little lemonade. They have the best lemonade. And he loves their lemonade. And but normally if he gets it, it's because his therapist walks him. They walk over as part of their like social skills.
Yeah.
It was part of his therapy. And he was excited that we were stopping to get lemonade, but so confused.
Like why are we doing this?
Yeah,
and
we got back in the car, and when we were in the line for lemonade, it was so cute because they have the little case with the cookies and muffins and stuff in it. And at the very top, there were chocolate chip cookies. And he walked up and he goes, and he tapped it and he looked at me, and he always flaps his hands, and I love it. It's so cute. But he's like tapping the chocolate chip cookie case, and he goes, and I was like, okay, can I get 2 chocolate chip cookies? And knowing all he wanted to do was pick the chocolate chips out of the cookies, so it just gets everywhere.
Oh gosh.
And I actually let him sit in the front seat of my car on the way home so I could watch the mess, I guess, so I could see. And by the way, he weighs enough to be up there. Typically he doesn't right up there, but I let him that day. And we get in the car and he's focused on the cookies, and then he looks up and he realizes that we're not on the street that we're normally at, and he freezes. And he sat like this until I got on the highway and past the Choctaw Casino,
Then
because he knows that's a landmark.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, he could relax because he knew we were actually
Yeah.
headed home. Because before he saw that, he didn't know where we were,
Yeah.
you know, and he was looking around like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Where are we going? This is different. Are we, you know, he likes his routine.
Yeah.
So when we were at the park, he loved it because we were outside, but he was also like,
Yeah,
like, what are we doing? So as long as we were walking and doing the trail, he was
kept him
fine.
focused and regulated.
But they have a dog park there, and this is literally like 4 minutes from our house. So we should be able to go there like a lot more often and partake in that. But while we were in the dog park watching the dogs play, he didn't like us to just be sitting there, you know, because he was like,
needed
okay,
to-
what are
yeah,
we doing?
Yeah.
He doesn't understand. Like, we've got to be doing something.
Yeah.
So the walking was great because we got exercise and we got to be
Yeah.
out in the sunshine and do all the things. And then he was, you know, but my whole point in saying that is maybe they get anxious, but that's why we keep doing those things. So that over time they realize, hey, we're out and about and we're going to go do things, but we always come back home
Yeah.
at the end of the day. And when you're with us, when you're with mom and dad, you're always safe.
Yes.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
It's not like we're going to take you somewhere and like, you know, like you're always safe. You're always, you know.
Yeah.
But if we don't do those things, then they don't get exposure to it. And also I think when we take our kids out into the community and they're flapping or making their weird, Owen makes this Donald Duck sound. You know,
yes.
he does it all the time. Just whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've heard it so much that we don't even notice it. But, you know, other people will look like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. But when I'm out and about, you know, I'm not going to tell him, don't do that. Don't
No,
flap your, I'll
no.
let him do all the things because that's me advocating.
Yes,
That is
absolutely.
me saying, this is my kid and this is who he is. And yes, he makes weird noises, but weird to who? Like,
Yeah.
get over it, you
Right.
know? Like, this is what kids on the spectrum do.
Right.
And it's good for you, sir, to hear this because my kid's going to be out in the public. He's going to be,
Yeah.
you know, I'm proud of it.
That brings me back to a time where we were doing ABA and that, and not that we told him not to clap, but there's certain instances where he does clap and it can get loud, and there's times when he needs to be quiet. So we were trying to let Tad distinguish when's the time to be happy and clapping and when's the time not. And I remember us being in a restaurant and Tad looked at us and he's like gonna like this, like he's gonna clap, and he's looked at me like, can I clap or can I not clap? And it broke my heart.
Yeah.
I was like, you can clap.
Yeah.
Like you
Clap,
can clap.
baby.
And then he's like,
I love it when Tad does
that's
this.
his stem is clapping.
I've seen
and now
his videos.
now
that
he
you
has a
send.
new stem where he's doing his fingers like on his blanket.
Aw,
And it's new. And
really?
I'm like,
I love that.
he always has led the piano.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the way his fingers go. Yeah.
What if he could play it? Do y'all have one?
We used to have a little one, and
Yeah.
I have a video of him.
Oh, you should get him a keyboard,
had
like a
I
big
know.
keyboard.
He had one. My mom probably still has that. I need to get it.
Yeah, and see if he's interested in it. You never know.
Yeah. He had it at school, and he would play it.
So, one of my favorite things is Tad's clap.
Yeah.
Because
that's
you've sent me videos, and it's usually when he's listening to his music and he
Of
gets really
course.
excited and the song gets to a part he really loves and he'll go,
Yep. It's
I love it so much.
and it's never like this. It's like this.
Yeah.
And he'll clap
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
snap. Clap and snap.
I
Clap
love
and
it.
snap.
I love it so much.
To where he literally will rub little blisters. Like I have to like
Yeah.
doctor them because
Yeah.
that's his
Yeah.
clap and slap. No, clap and snap. Anyway.
Owens is definitely
Yes,
flappy.
I love
He's
that.
flappy when he gets excited.
Yeah, and they shake their heads.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love it.
that too.
It's so crazy because you learn to love those things.
Yes.
Like, it's insane, and I'll talk about this when I speak at the conference, but it is so insane how you like look at the things that and I'm just going to say it, that maybe used to embarrass you
Yeah,
when they were a toddler because you were like,
yeah.
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
And now it's like those
Enjoy
little things
it.
bring you so much
because
joy.
you know they're happy.
Yes,
Let them
and that's
stand
all that
unless
matters.
they are hurting themselves.
Yes.
Like let them do it.
Yes.
And Peyton is a good friend of our fam, and she works at the Owen Academy, and I love it when she's at our house because she's like, "Oh my gosh, she's stimming!"
I love
like
it.
she's overjoyed by seeing him.
Yeah.
And Tad also does vocal stimming where he'll be low, woo, or it'll be like,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I've never heard him
I love
in his low register."
Oh, that's so cute.
That's how I know her heart is just
In it. Yeah.
in it, 100%.
I love that.
To love that part about our kids.
And I want to say this, and I had heard this not directly from the source, but from someone who was telling me they had an experience with a local school that was telling the parent, we've got to get your kid not to STEM because that is just going to cause issues with bullying.
Oh, wow.
Like the issue is not the kid stimming. The issue is the bullies.
Kids bullying him for doing what
that
he's different.
It's crazy to me, but I live this every day, and so
we've got to get her that shirt. Just let me stim, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If it's a girl,
yeah.
I mean a boy.
Yeah, I mean anybody could wear it.
That's true.
But yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
No, that's
you,
okay. But yeah, we have a shirt on our shop page for Mighty Mom's podcast, and it says "Just let me stim, bro," because it's like, bruh, like
leave me alone.
Like I'm not hurting you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna flap and clap and whatever. But like, if you're a teacher or you're a caregiver or you're in the school system, and you have neurotypical kids who are making fun of neurodivergent kids because of their stems, the issue is not the kids stimming. The issue is how your neurotypical kids need to be educated.
Period.
And reprimanded.
Period.
So let me have 5 minutes with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's messed up. But
Yeah.
anyway, I just had to bring that up. Not to be negative, but
I
like.
love that you did because that's encouraged. It's discouraging the stimming, and we want to encourage it because that's them.
That's how they regulate. So they're not doing that just to do it. They're doing it because that's how they regulate.
Yes.
So if Owen needs to flap his hands that also
gets him back centered with his body where he might get it out. Yes.
They have so much more anxiety than we even realize. And we're realizing so much, just like I was telling you about going a different route on the way home, how much anxiety goes hand in hand with autism.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
And that's why they do a lot of those things. So if Owen needs to flap or Tad needs to clap in order to, regulate and calm themselves and express themselves because they don't have a voice.
Yes.
Then
can you
all
imagine
means,
not being able to tell?
Especially us, as much as we talk.
Yeah, I know. Like, what if you can't express yourself?
Yeah, no, I can't
imagine. Even imagine his world.
No.
And so clap, flap.
I'll do all
vocal
the things.
stem. And that was a vocal stem that he does with his mouth. That also can help encourge speech. So you want him to do that. You don't want
when Owen makes any kind of noise with his mouth, heck yeah, and I'll do it back to him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
I will too. He'll go, and I'll go, like, I love you too. Whatever. I don't care who thinks it's weird. I don't care who thinks it's weird. No. You can just think we're weird.
Yeah.
I really don't care. It's fine. And I'm going to be proud of him, and he's going to know I'm proud of him.
That's right. That is right. Well, I think we've talked your ears off today, and we hope that you got Paige said something. I can't read it.
Main thing is get your tickets. Get your tickets for the autism conference.
Yes.
Because we
need to plan and prep, and that helps us tremendously.
Don't wait until the last minute.
And prep.
And we're going to do our swag bags, which will have the bag itself is cute. So even if you just got the bag, but the things that go in it will just be like informational things or possibly things from our sponsors or vendors. Mm-hmm. But we got to put those together. So we have to know how many people to make them for.
Absolutely. So please sign. And probably next year we'll probably have a cutoff date on tickets so we can plan accordingly.
Yeah.
So, and if you still want to come and you can't afford it, don't
That's what I was about to say.
hesitate to
Let us know.
to message one of us, because we have sponsorships. And that's another thing. We need sponsorships. Brina and I are going to try to go. Hope maybe next Monday we can
go. We could go next Monday instead of doing a podcast if you want to.
We may do that. We may go next Monday door to door to businesses to try to get some sponsorships.
We'll go bag if we have to, whatever.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's not going in our pocket.
No. No.
So, and exciting news too that I don't know. I guess we can announcement, but we're putting in to be a 501c3.
Yeah.
Mighty Moms will go from an LLC to 501c3. So maybe we can get more grants and more opportunity to help families.
And then when people do sponsor, they can it's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
250 or more is what we do for the Owen Foundation. They get a letter at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And we can send those out for sure.
There you go. And even the commercial sponsorships and that for our podcast will turn into more of it'll be a sponsorship, but it will be a 501c3 tax deductible sponsorship, so it can help your businesses too.
Yep.
So we're excited about that.
So get your tickets and also sign up to register for our 5K. So the tickets for the autism conference that's on the 26th are on Eventbrite, and you can find that on our Facebook page. And then to sign up for the 5K, which is Saturday, April 5th, is runsignup.com/blazing.
Yes. And it's also on, if you haven't joined the page on Facebook, is it TOF 5K? Blazing 5K?
Yeah.
Is that what it's a group page?
Yeah.
We put a lot of updates in there too. But we do tag the Owen Foundation. So
and that's on Facebook. So on Facebook, look up TOF Blazing 5K and Fun Run. That's our page dedicated just for the 5K.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Well, we hope that you all have a good week. And yeah. See you next time.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Okay, Mighty Moms, we're signing off.
Connect with us on our Mighty Moms socials, submit your topic ideas, and share it all.
Follow us at Mighty Moms Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Also, visit our website at mightymomspodcast.com. And remember, together we are a worldwide cult of Mighty Moms.
Listen, my carpets used to be a struggle to keep clean. Between 2 boys and 2 fur babies, I was always cleaning up spills and stains. Then I found Ray at ChemDry. And basically, I've had him on speed dial ever since. So when you need your carpets, furniture, or even hardwood floors cleaned, call or even text ChemDry. Ray will get you all cleaned up. Founded, owned, and operated by nurses, Angels of Care Pediatric Home Health's clients are at the heart of everything they do. Proudly serving the medically fragile community since 2000, Angels of Care offers private duty nursing services, speech, physical, and occupational therapies, and respite care across the nation. We are also happy to announce we have started offering services in Colorado. Please visit angelsofcare.com or call 855-45-ANGEL for more information. Get your halos on.
If you've been in an automobile accident or have vehicle damage, S&L Collision Center is the body shop to call for all your auto body repair needs. Larry Hallmark and family have been in business for many years. They are honest and do exceptional work. I have had all of my vehicles repaired by them and have always been satisfied with their work. So if you're in the need for auto body repair, call S&L Collision Center at 580-924-5958. Blackburn Plumbing and Air provides high-quality plumbing, heating, and air conditioning services in Durant, Oklahoma, and throughout the Texoma region. With a proven track record for getting exceptional results, they are ready to take on even the most challenging plumbing and HVAC issues.
Contact them at 580-775-1779 to schedule your appointment today.
Has your Texoma area kiddo recently been diagnosed with autism? You received an order for ABA therapy but have no idea what ABA therapy is or where to enroll your child to receive ABA therapy? Well, look no further than the Owen Academy. TOA was opened in early 2024 and is owned by a local autism mom who has previous business experience in opening varying categories of clinics in Texas and Oklahoma. But most importantly, she has real-world experience navigating life as an autism mom. The Owen Academy has gone above and beyond to create a beautiful and imaginative environment in their now 2 clinic locations in Durant, Oklahoma, to ensure that their therapy techniques are always child-led and play-based. The Owen Academy is proudly serving many families in Bryan, Atoka, Grayson, and Marshall counties with a goal to always expand when and where there is a need. In addition to their warm and inviting therapy clinics, the Owen Academy has gone the extra mile to ensure the qualifications, compassion, heart, and stamina of their board-certified behavioral analysts and registered behavior technicians. At TOA, we are a family. We would love for you to join us and help us continue to create awareness and compassion for individuals with autism in our community. If you're looking for a career in autism therapy or looking to enroll your child in our therapy services, email us today at info@theowenacademy.com or call 580-706-OWEN. That's 580-706-6936. The Owen Academy, where possibilities are limitless. If you're into building your own pizza, salad, or dessert with the most incredible toppings, look no further than the Corner Crust, a uniquely curated pizza cafe on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Durant, Oklahoma. And if you're not in the mood to build your own pizza, they have all your traditional pizzas on the menu, plus some fun and flavorful options like pickle pizza and Mexican cowboy. Yeehaw! Follow the Corner Crust on Facebook for special events like live music by local featured artists, teen night, motorcycle night, or karaoke night. If we can say one thing about the Corner Crust, it's that they have options, and options make the world go around. Visit the Corner Crust Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., or book your special event by calling
580-380-4290.